Hey guys, and welcome to Excel tutorial of a calculator. So I'm going to show you guys how this works. So let's try out Backspace. There we go. So let's assume we say 45, multiply that by 9, and you change your mind. You don't want to multiply by 9. Just clear the last entry, and there we go. That's 90. And let's say minus 90 plus 96. That should be what? 6. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take you guys straight into Excel spreadsheet and we put one of these together. So let's do that now, guys. So I'm going to exit out and we're starting a new project entirely. So let's right click here and select new. There we go. Next, now we want to get hold of the developer tab right here. See this developer menu. If you don't have it on your system, all you need to do is go to File, select Options. And right there, you now want to select Customize Ribbon. And once that is selected, make sure you have your popular command and come to the right here. You should be able to see this developer menu there. Make sure it's checked. Click on OK, and that should automatically appear here. Or you can always press Alt F11. Once you click on the developer menu, you come to the left, you should be able to see the Visual Basic there. Click on Visual Basic, that brings you to this environment. Then you click on Insert, select User Form. There we go. And just drag your form that much. Yeah, that would do. Now, let's grab hold of a text box. That's my text box right there. And underneath here, I'm going to add my buttons. Yeah, that will do. And I'm going to change the font size. Let's change the font size of both objects to something much more readable. I want to make that maybe about 22. And make sure it's bold. There we go. Now, this text box here, I will align it to the right. There we go. Now you see this button, let's copy it. Hold on to your control, click and drag. We have 2. We have 4. There we go. We need 5 in total. 5 rows, 4 columns, and 5 rows. There. And one more. That is, hold on to the control, click and drag. There we go. So I'm just going to extend the size of this a little bit. Yeah, that should select it all and kind of like get it a bit centered. All right, brilliant. Now you see this very first button here, that would be my backspace. So here and I want to change that to what is known as Wingings. So let's look for the font called Wingings. Click on OK, and now we want to change that to the sign Wingies. That is it, Wingings. You can always copy that from Word, and here that will be CE, clear entry, and that is C. And here we have plus minus. So let me get hold of the plus minus in Word. So we open up Word, and right there, click on Insert and come right here where we have symbols and select more symbols. And right there we go. And that's for Wingings. You can see the name Wingings in there. So I'm going to select that there. And supposing you want the backspace, all you need to do is just add that, close that. But in this case, I only want the plus minus. Now minimize that, come right here and place that right in here. There we go, that's plus minus. Next, this is going to be, that will be 7, 8, 9. And here, that will be the plus sign. Below it will be the subtraction. And here that will be 6. Come straight to where we have caption. Okay, that's where you change it, the text on it. We have 5 here and 4. And here that will be 1. We have 2. And here we'll have 3. Let's make this the multiplication sign. And here that will be division sign. This will be equals. And this is decimal. Right here that will be 0. There we go, guys. Now, I'm going to give each component a name. This text box, let's change that to txt display. There we go. And this is going to be, I'll change that to cmd backspace. Let's call it bs. And this is going to be cmd ce. Let's change this to uppercase backspace ds. And this is cmd c. This will be cmd plus minus pm. And this cmd 7, cmd 8, cmd 9, cmd add, cmd subtract, sub, cmd 6, cmd 5, cmd 4, cmd 1, cmd 2, cmd 3, cmd multiplication, just call that more, cmd divide, there, cmd equals, cmd decimal, cmd 0. Just make that O. There we go. Now they all have their respective names. The next thing is the form. Let's change the back color of the form to something a bit darker. Yeah, that's good. You can see how pronounced the whole text are. Okay. So let's just position this one more time. Now the next thing we're going to do is let's double click on the form itself. So right above here, I'm going to create some variables there. Okay, those are the variables I'll be using as first number, second number, and this is operator. So back into my interface, double click on 7. So right there, I'm just going to say txt display dot text equals, that will be equals txt display dot text plus, and just want to enter 7 right there. So if I run it and click on that button 7, this is what you get. Okay. So back in there, double click on 7. I can then copy it for 8, or you can just, if you want to speed up things, just copy that and dump it right underneath there. Change that to 8. Change that to 9. And let's run it and make sure that works. That's 9. Okay, we need to change the data on it. Go back in here, double click on 9. This should be 9. 8. There. Okay, now run. 7, 8, 9. Very good. So we can then go back into our code and you can copy it all. Paste it there, and this will be 4. Change that to 4 as well. This is 5. and we have 5 here. This is 6. We have 6 here. There, that's that done. Next, let's take care of 1, 2, and 3. So this is 1. Change this to 1. 2. Change this to 2. 3. Change this to 3. Okay, finally, let's do 1 for 0. Paste. And here, that'll be 0. We have a 0 here as well. Now let's run it and see how that works. So we have a 0, 3, 2, 1, 5, 6, and so on. Okay? I presume you guys get that. Now, let's take care of these other functions in there. Okay, let's take care of clear. So in there, you can just say txt display dot text, that is going to be equals clear. Okay, next, I want to take care of clear entry, and I will click on clear entry. And there, those are the lines of code for clear entry, right there. Okay, next, back to the design view. And we double click on PM plus minus, and right there, those are the lines of code for plus minus. Back in here. And next, let's double click on the backspace. And right here, that's the backspace. And these are the lines of code for the backspace. All right, so let's take care of the operators here. Let's see this. Yeah, that's done. Let's take care of this very one here. Double click on the plus sign. And next, we're going to be using our variable, which says first number. That is going to be by value. Whatever we have in here, txt display dot text. There we go. And in that case, whatever operator that we have in this case is the +1. Once the operator plus is selected, let's change this to display good. Once it's selected, we clear the entry. That's equals clear. Okay, you get that. Okay, we're going to do the same thing for the other operators. In this case, I might as well just copy this. And let's go back in here, double click on the subtract, paste that in there. All we need to do is just change the operator to subtract. Next, multiplication. Paste that inside multiplication. Change this to the sign, the symbol of multiplication. And next, division. Change that to division. So that takes care of the operators. Oh, before I go any further, I might as well save this. Save. Okay, I'm just going to call it Excel calculator underscore calculator. Let's say, all right, I make that just maybe get rid of that. Okay, that's fine. Calc. So I'm going to save that. Well, before then, you see where it says save as type. I must change that to Excel macro enable. Okay, make sure you change yours to Excel macro enable. Click on save. There we go. So let's run it and see how that's going to work. Backspace. That's fine. So we say multiply by 9 and you change your mind. You should be able to get the right answer, but this is not working yet. So we need these 3 components to work. It's actually 2, this and this. So let's double click on the decimal. And right in here, we use this for the decimal. So I want to try that out. Have a good look at the lines of code for decimal. Let's run it and see. Okay, the decimal is working. Now, finally, we need to take care of the equals. So with the equals, double click on the equals sign. Now we want to use the following. So let's grab all of this. We're going to say a second number. Okay, whatever we have in here goes straight into second number. Press enter. I'm going to be using select case operator. So we'll say select case OP. And then we can end select as well. So and that, and the next thing we want to do is if the case that we select is the plus sign, so if that is the plus sign, then we want the following. Whatever that goes into the display will be equals first number plus second number. Grab all of second and enter the plus sign there. All right, that's the first one. And we'll repeat the same thing for the subtract. Paste. This is for subtraction. And we change this to subtract. This is going to be for, let's say, multiplication there. Now, in the case of division, because sometimes people divide by 0, which is not allowed. Let's say if it's division. So in the case of division, let's say if second number is not equals 0, then we want the following to happen. Grab all of these, just dump it there. Okay, so second num is not equal 0. So in that case, this would be divide. So else, we can just come here and say else, that would be, this would be equals error. Just enter error in there. And if. And that's it, done. So let's, all right. Okay, guys, I presume you get the whole idea. So let's run it and see. Click on run. So let's assume we say 5 divided by 0. We have error message because it's invalid. So let's say 5 divided by 2. There we go, guys. Multiply that by 9 plus minus, let's say plus 23. There we go, guys. Backspace, and add the following to that. There. Multiply by. There we go, guys. And that's how you create your own calculator using Excel VBA. But just before I leave, let me show you guys the lines of code one more time. And you can take it from the top. Okay. Just for your information, I will send you the whole project if you subscribe to this channel, and you can also join to become a channel member. That will be very helpful, guys. So have a good look at the lines of codes. There we go. Please subscribe to this channel. That'll be very helpful for you guys. You all have a nice day now. And bye for now.